have something special for all my budget conscious individuals out there. I'm bringing you not one, not two, but 3 mouth-watering slow cooker recipes that are perfect for meal prep, weight loss, and most importantly, controlling those blood sugar levels. And then I mentioned the best part, each of these recipes is under $10.
Grab that slow cooker because our under $10 meal is our creamy salsa chicken. We are going to add to this the main ingredient, chicken thighs. Now you see that these are approximately $6, a little bit over. Yeah, I know I'm bougie on a bayou. I believe I got these maybe at the Walmart or the Albertsons. Love to use thighs, y'all, because not only is a 3.5 ounce, 209 calories, 26 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, thighs always tend to be cheaper than the breast and cheaper than the tenderloin. And have no shame in using chicken thighs, boo, because they cheaper, because they can go and clutch their pearls somewhere else. We are layering these gorgeous chicken thighs. Keep in mind these are boneless in our slow cooker or crock pot. Let me know what you say. Are you team slow cooker, team crock pot? To this, we're going to add a jar of our salsa. Now again, this is about $1.50. Salsa fits onto a low carb plan just fine, but double check your label. I always encourage folks to look for 5 grams of carbs or less. Some of y'all probably just gas those pearls and are like, oh, I need 0 carbs. Well, boo, you find the lowest carb for you, and that is okay. You do you. Pour it over there. Over that chicken, we're layering it very nicely, and then to top it off, we're adding our cream cheese. Now you see that's great value. That's at Walmart. I don't shop at no fancy store, but I got 2 kids. I got one in middle school and one in elementary school, and they both into sports and cheer. So, guess where I spend my time doing? So I don't have time for that fancy stuff. Cover it with your lid. Cook on low 4 to 6 hours. The best part about this recipe is that we could serve this 2 different ways. You see that I am serving this on top of our Mission Carb Balance wraps. You could also serve this with cauliflower rice, or you could serve it however your little heart desires. If you want to grab a spoon and eat it as a soup, you go, boo.
This recipe stars super simple ingredients with our chicken broth. Now, I know y'all see that Kroger label. Of course, I get a lot of off-brand stuff. We have our bag of our chopped cabbage, which is 3 net carbs, but y'all remember, cabbage is amazing not only because it's cheap, but it has an amazing shelf life, so it's not going to spoil on you. I have some sausage. Now, use what you have. This is where I say it's super important to compare your labels. Now, I got this at Kroger, but check all your stores, your Walmart, your drug emporium, and just compare that label. I'm always looking at carbs, but I have some folks who are conscious about looking at fat, so do that as well. Onion and Tony's Light, which is a little bit lower in sodium, and of course it's low carb. Grab your scissors, can opener, slow cooker, and you can get your slow cooker liners, but I'm gonna pass today. You're gonna take that slow cooker and go ahead and give it a spray with your non-stick cooking spray. And of course, you can use your slow cooker liners, but the last time I used them, I'm kind of a little about using it because it made a big mess. When I picked it up, there was a little bit of hole in it, so I'm putting it to the side. Once you spray, put your slow cooker to the side, grab your cutting board, that super sharp knife, and you're gonna slice that onion. Now, I love onions. I don't love that it makes my eyes cry. And I've asked before for suggestions, and some of them did not work. So if you have suggestions on how we can chop an onion without making our eyes cry, there's some comments in that you can write down below. Let me know below. And where are my manners? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly, aka Dietitian Shelly, and I post videos weekly covering diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, and more. So if you're ready to lower those blood sugar levels and lose some weight while eating yummy food without busting a budget, make sure you subscribe. Now, I love onion. I'm from Louisiana. I think onion runs in our bloodstream. I'm using a whole one. You can use a half one. I had to grab the scissors to cut the sausage, and I realized we have a lot lot of selections of sausage. You know, I am not one who's going to say you must buy this brand. I give my suggestions, but I understand a lot of us are on the budget. And so what do we do when we're on a budget? We just look at that label. Now, I personally look for chicken or a turkey style of sausage. And since I do look to keep my calories down, and this is for me, I do look at calories because I personally believe we can eat too much of a good thing. I think that happened to a lot of us in the past. And now we're like, ooh, let me go low carb, but still watch the calories. You want to pick that chicken. You want to pick that turkey. Now, just a quick note. I showed the chicken and apple sausage earlier. You could use, I think there was one with a little bit of cheese in there. It definitely works. So go ahead and load up that slow cooker. You could see we put the sausage and onions in there. I did use the 2 bags of our shredded cabbage, a half can of broth, and you kind of see I didn't measure. I'm kind of like my old mama. It's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, Tony's. Put that lid on there, cook it on low for 4 to 6 hours. Well, what is our crust, you ask? Well, let's start with these ingredients. Zucchini. You're gonna need 2 of these bad boys. And then I'm gonna use some turkey pepperoni. I know y'all see great value. That means the Walmart. Mushrooms. Of course, we're gonna wash these, gang. Our mozzarella cheese. And check this out. This drives me up a wall. So I have my Rayos, you know, your 6 grams of your carbs. A little bit of that price sign, a little pricey. I mean, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's delicious, but it's pricey. Ragu, no sugar added. Ooh, 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 whoa, 11 grams of carbs, but it's 3 grams of fiber. So 8 net carbs, okay. And then Classico, this isn't even labeled as lower in sugar, and we see that it has 6 net carbs. So when I'm comparing, you know, I always tell folks I never want you to feel bad if you are watching a budget, because let's be honest, the Rayo's is expensive. Granted, it is delicious. Sometimes we have to, you know, that's the difference in our budget. And so I say compare those labels. Today we will use the Classico. Now, like we said earlier, I want you to open that container of mushrooms. I love mushrooms, gang. If you don't like mushrooms, yes, of course, you could leave them out. You give them a good rinse, give them a good wash, and then we're gonna start slicing that zucchini quite thin. Now, 1 large zucchini, I love zucchini, is only 55 calories, y'all. I mean, this is definitely a winner. And I know some of y'all are gonna ask me, you know, Shelly, I don't like zucchini. I feel like it gets a little bit liquidy. Can I use butternut squash? Can I use cauliflower? And I always tell folks, including my clients, and where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. If you're new here, welcome back, or welcome. If you're new here, my name is Shelly. I'm a dietitian. I go by Dietitian Shelly. I post videos here covering topics and recipes pertaining to diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, and more. So if you're ready to lower those blood sugars with me and lose weight without it being too complicated or costing too much money, still living your life, eating some yummy food, I definitely would love to have you along. So please click and subscribe. I'm also on the Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. I have a blog, Dietitian Shelly. You definitely want to follow that. But back to the question, use what your little heart desires. If you love butternut squash more than zucchini, go for it. I mean, this is your recipe as well. This is for your family. You know, I personally probably wouldn't use cauliflower. I'm gonna stick with my zucchini, but you do you, boo. I'm gonna grab that slow cooker, give it a little spray with nonstick cooking spray, and you're gonna start layering the zucchini. And I'm making it look really cute, y'all, because sometimes y'all fuss me if it ain't pretty. But guess what? It's your house. You could just dump that zucchini in there. If it was just me cooking this and I wasn't filming it, I'm telling you right now, I would dump it. A messy kitchen's the best kitchen. You know, my kitchen's old. Sometimes y'all say things about it. I don't care. It's old. It functions. It works. I'm not gonna fix something if it's working. I'm not gonna fix something if it's working, y'all. You know, we're gonna take that Classico. We said earlier, it's a good substitute. You know, it has 1 more net carb than the Rayos, but also I'm very much honoring budgets right now. And then you're gonna pour that entire jar in there, and I'm gonna layer that turkey pepperoni. Y'all know that's turkey pepperoni, great value. That's from Walmart. Y'all know I shop at Walmart. Y'all know I shop at all my Kroger, Big Lots, Drug Emporium, all my discount stores. I love them. Rouse's, if you're in South Louisiana. Hey, let me know what store you shop at in the comments section. I love grocery shopping. I don't know if y'all are like me. When I'm traveling a little bit, I love to stop at a grocery store. I live in Louisiana, but when I hit and cross that Texas line, I'm going to be at H-E-B I'm also gonna be at Buc-ee's too, but that's a whole other story. Y'all let me know. Buc-ee's just ain't in Texas no more. I think it's moving over to Tennessee. They're building one about an hour from me over in Ruston. So I know my South Louisiana family mad that Buc-ee's ain't coming there, but that's a whole other story. That's a whole other story. Let me know if you know what Buc-ee's is in that comment section. We're learning the cheese, the mushroom. Y'all use toppings of y'all choice. Use toppings of your choice, please. We're going to cook this on low for about 4 hours. Look at this. This is bubbling. This is delicious. It definitely gives you that feel of pizza. I always want food to taste good. And hey, if you were too busy laughing and talking about Buc-ee's with me, the recipe's in the description box. But also, I want you to download that 7-day menu. That's guaranteed to lower your blood sugars, help you lose weight. Gang, I'm Dietitian Shelly. I would love it if you subscribe. Thanks so much. Big hugs.